what's up, guys? Dale Valor here from Modern Valor Dating. Listen, there is a question that comes up, I would have to say at least once a week in our Facebook group. And if you're not a member of our Facebook group, go there, become a member. All you got to do is search out Modern Valor Dating and you'll find it, all right? It's a very interactive group, tons of people in there. But anyway, one question comes up seemingly weekly. What we're going to be talking about is how to keep the conversation going. Why is that important? Man, there is nothing worse than running out of things to say and having that awkward silence that you're just sitting there, she's sitting there, and you're like, so, do you like ice cream? You know, nobody wants to have that conversation, man. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to keep the conversation going. I got the top 4 tips on how to do that. Let's get into it right now. Let's go. Hey guys, wanted to take this quick time out just to remind you, if you haven't taken the time to subscribe to the channel, make sure you do so. We want to get these videos to you as easily as possible, so make sure that you hit the notification bell. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And look, we want to address topics that you want us to do videos on, so drop that in the comments. Also, April 24th, we're going to be doing a live Zoom event on the power of storytelling. Why that's so important, man? Well, look, stories are a great way to show your intrinsic value, communicate who you are without being braggy, all right? So we want to be able to show you how to learn that skill set and master it. All right, guys, we're going to hop back into the video. Let's get it. Number 1, conversational threads. All right, so listen, here's the deal. What you want to do is be looking for things to talk about. When you're in the middle of one conversation, she's going to bring up other things that you can expound on. Okay, so think of it like this. Say you're talking about where she went to school. All right, now the thing is this. As she's talking about it, there's going to be other things that she brings up in the middle of that. So maybe she tells you a story about how she was going to the science class. And maybe you took a similar science class when you went to school. Maybe you could shift the conversation once that one starts coming to an end. You could shift it over to that. So you could say, so were you a science major then? And she might be like, well, no, it was one of the class groups that I had to take and things like that. Actually, I'm an English major. Okay, now you know that too. So now you have 2 more things to talk about. So you keep the conversation going. So then you're probably thinking about going into teaching, aren't you? Actually, I am. Right now, I'm just wrapping up my degree. Then I'm planning on becoming a teacher. What, like a high school teacher or what? Yeah, you know what? I just moved into this area. Another conversational thread. She just moved into the area, meaning she came from somewhere else. So there you go. Now you can start finding out a little bit more about her background, and it's going to be reciprocal. She's going to ask you things and make statements about you too that you can expound on. Just be looking for little threads that she drops when she's talking that you can circle back to. When one starts coming to an end, circle back to another one. As it starts working its way to the bottom, bring it back up again. You see, that's how one of the ways that you can keep the conversation going. All right, we're going to get into number 2. Let's get it. Number 2, your environment. Okay, where are you right now? Where are you with her? For instance, say you are at the mall and you're sitting there at the food court. One of the things that you could do is a us against the world conspiracy, meaning just start talking about other people that you see. And that can lead to other conversational things. So you could say, oh my God, did you see that guy with the cowboy hat? He had like a full cowboy outfit on. And I'm pretty sure he had like a 6-shooter. Did you see that guy? And she's gonna be like, no, I didn't. Where is he? Where is he? Turn around, he's right over there. She turns around and takes a look. So you start laughing. Now you're building on something a little bit. It's an us against the world conspiracy. It's you guys against the world. You could talk about some of the restaurants in the food court. You could talk about some of the stores in the mall. You could talk about the time that this happened at the mall while you were there. See, all that is in your environment. There's a lot going on. It doesn't have to be a mall, obviously, but say it's a festival. Say it's a concert. Say it's any public place. If there's a bunch of people around and a bunch of activity going on, now there's things to talk about. I had a shirt like that. Oh, you see that guy over there? He looks just like my buddy such and such. One time you see, now you can keep the conversation rolling. And she's going to contribute to that. Don't think you have to have all the onus on you. You don't. I believe you should have most of the onus in carrying the conversation, okay? But it doesn't all fall on you. All right, you're not there to be a dancing monkey, okay? You're there to start to build something, find out what she's about and screen and all those things. But yeah, you're not there to entertain her. You're there to get to know her, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, we're going to get into number 3. Let's go. Number 3, statements. What do I mean by statements? Here's the thing. A lot of times, guys and girls, when they link up, go on a date, or meet each other initially wherever you are, there tends to be this ping pong match going on. Or think of it like a job interview. So the guy's talking to the girl, and he's saying, and this is you, all right? You're talking to her. Where did you go to school? I went here. Where did you go to school? I went here. What do you do for work? I do this for work. What do you do for work? I do this for work. And it just goes back and forth. And it's so boring. And she has had that conversation a million times. You want to be unique. You want to bring something different, a different perspective, something that makes you stand out, something that makes you a cut above all the other guys that have tried to talk to her. Okay? And that's what I'm giving you. So here's the deal. What you want to do is make statements. And she's going to expound on those statements. So think of it like this. I'm talking to a girl, and I might say something to the effect of, you seem like a girl that's from Texas. And she's going to tell me if I'm right or wrong. Okay? Say I'm right. Oh my God, I am from Texas. Is my accent giving it away? How did you know that? Now, she sees me as intuitive. And she's going to start telling me things about where she's from in Texas and all that kind of stuff. Then I can look for those conversational threads. Okay, say I'm wrong. She's not from Texas. She's from Canada. Okay, about as far from Texas as you can get. So she's like, no, actually, I'm from Canada. But I've been to Texas. See, the thing is she's going to tell me if I'm right or wrong. And it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. See, a lot of guys think when you make a statement like that, you better be right. Because if you're wrong, then it's a wrap. No, who cares? She's just going to think it's funny that you made that observation about her. She's going to follow up with some more details. No, I'm actually from Canada. What part of Canada? Because, I mean, you really do seem Texan. I'm from Vancouver. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. You know, what are you doing over here? So the thing is, I could start making more and more statements about her. And she's going to follow it up. Some I'm going to hit on, some I'm going to miss on, but that's okay. It doesn't matter at the end of the day because she's going to give you the information that you want to know anyway, so is that you can find those conversational threads and keep it rolling. All right, we're going to get into number 4. Let's go. Number 4, stories. All right, look, like I told you guys before, we have an event coming up April 24th on storytelling and the power of storytelling. I'm telling you, man, it is such a powerful tool that if you take advantage of it, you do it correctly, it is going to make a world of difference, okay? Why is storytelling so important in keeping a conversation going? Well, because if you can tell a compelling story and the better you can tell it, how much time can you eat up, display your personality, show your values, all those things without having to be searching for things to talk about? I could tell you a story right now, probably for a good hour, that would hold your attention and keep you captivated. Now imagine if you can go out and do that, okay? If you're able to do that, you're going to hold her attention. It's going to be gripping, and it eats up a big chunk of time and communicates all the things that you're trying to get across to her because you embed them in your stories. Okay? So listen, think of it like this. If I wanted to tell you about the time that I rescued a girl at the gym from this big steroid guy about ready to rip her head off. Okay, if I wanted to tell you that story, what am I really conveying in that story? Well, not only is it interesting, not only is it entertaining, and she can see herself in my world, but she sees that I am a protector. She sees that I take things like that seriously, that I will stand up for people I don't even know. Imagine what I would do for somebody that I do know. It's going to convey all those things. So in the comment section, what I want you to do is drop one of your personal favorite stories about you. One of the stories that you have told multiple people because that crazy time, that crazy thing happened. And you've told it over and over and over in several different occasions, and people gravitate towards that story. You don't have to type out the whole story, but just give me a short synopsis. What we'll do is, if you reach out to us, I will help you personally craft that story into gold, okay? So do that. All right. So listen, a little while back, we dropped a video on stretching out of your comfort zone. Because remember earlier in the video, we were talking about your environment, being able to talk about things in your environment and being observant of what's going on around you. As your comfort zone continues to grow, there will be more and more environments that are vastly different than what you're used to. The more observation that you're able to have in those situations, the more things you will have to talk about. So we go really deep on how to do that in that video. So what I want you to do is go there, check it out, and I will see you there.